everybody to the first Flower Circus online show. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we do this together with our flower magician, Mark Frank. So let's invite Mark directly into the stream.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Nice to see you, and I hope you are going to enjoy this. Thank you, John, for inviting me to do this live stream show on Facebook. And let's get started. So, John.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the first arrangement. I have some beautiful products, of course, from different growers from Holland. And what I want to show you is a little trick I use a lot for making an event really nice.
Yeah.
I have different flowers over here. Lysianthus, a really nice Bouvardia. It's a new variety. And I will start off with the base. What am I going to use for this?
You look a little bit nervous, Mark.
Well, that's always the first couple of minutes starting out, but you will see in about 10-15 minutes it will be okay.
Yeah, 10-15 minutes.
This is new for me too. This is my first time live on Facebook, so but it's a healthy nervousness.
Okay, otherwise maybe you need a balloon to loosen up a little bit. I will give you a balloon.
Well,
wait.
That could be a really good solution. So I have glass vase.
Can you catch my balloon?
Well, let's try.
Here it comes.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. I caught it almost. So let's get started with the base. What I said is, like, I have a glass container and I have some double-sided tape, sticky tape.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make a circle around it with the sticky tape. And again, I'm going to work with that really nice Bouvardia. It's one of my favorite flowers.
Yeah.
Because it's so different than all other flowers. And actually, like a funny story, when I was at school, I had to do like a scription.
Yeah.
And what I did is I took the Bouvardia as like my subject.
Okay. What?
So.
By the way, if anybody has a question for Mark or for me, I think most of the questions will be for Mark. So don't be afraid. We cannot eat you because we're on a big distance, and we can do a lot of things through internet, but we cannot eat you. So don't be afraid. So Mark, what's the leaves you're using?
These are banana leaves, and they're whitewash banana leaves. Just like little pieces, and they will, stick to the sticky tape, of course.
Yeah.
To make sure that they will stay in place. I have some beautiful ribbon, and on the end I will put a piece of ribbon around it. So this is enough.
Wim Bos is asking who is helping. At the moment, Mark had two people helping him. Rose helped him with the flowers, and our own ringmaster John Koopman is there as well for the video. And later we will make some pictures of all the bouquets, so we'll put them on Facebook as well. Because John is quite a good photographer, filmer as well. So hello, John. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah, we don't get you.
For some of my fans, I can be in place as well.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Next time we should warn the people that you come into the screen.
So as you can see, it's a very simple base, but really elegant. And what I want to do is, with all these flowers, we'll make like a really tight bouquet, so it can be sitting on top of it. But still, in like a little bit different way. I've been thinking about it,
Yeah.
how to do this. Usually what I do in a store, I place all the flowers on the same height. But I want to make it a little bit with a twist. So what I'm going to do is to elevate a little bit of different flowers, so it makes it more interesting to look at. Especially also with the beautiful Lysianthus.
Yeah.
They are already a little bit high and low. So.
Okay, that looks really great. By the way, Caroline is saying hello to you.
Oh, hi Caroline, how are you?
Hi, Caroline. Sweet Caroline.
John, Alison already told you, please behave. and then Caroline realized I'm at the live stream as well. Then she said, "Oh, and John, of course." But she tends to forget me all the time.
So you see now how I'm just putting the flowers together, making it still a round bouquet, but because of the high and low, it gives it an extra texture. Actually, one of the subjects today I want to talk about is a little bit on color.
Yeah.
You know that with flowers arranging, you have a couple of standards what you're always looking at. Of course, it's the variety of flowers that you are going to use, but it has to, when you're designing, of course, color is a major important thing in flower designing. Not only that, texture is also. And of course, you have another subject, and that is shapes.
You almost forgot it. I think we didn't do enough shows with Flower Circus all over the world. That's why you're forgetting what you talk about normally.
This is one of the few items I always try to talk about, because I think for flower designing it's really important to, some people just do it naturally.
Yeah.
But at the moment that you realize that you're working with those items, then you can make your designing even better.
Yeah. Actually, Ludmila from Minsk is saying hello.
Hi there.
Tamara is saying congratulations.
Good that you're watching.
Yeah. Congratulations with the first live show. Hi, Mark. The name is Pink Wash. I will quickly show it here while Mark is still working. No, I'm showing it on the picture. No, just I will show it on the picture, Mark. That's easier.
Okay.
Pink Wash. It's really nice because it's white from the outside, if I'm correct, right, Mark? Or the other way around?
It's white.
Oh,
the specialty about this Bouvardia is that when the bloom is still closed, then it's pink on the outside.
Okay.
But
wow.
Once it opens, then it's really pure white on the inside. So that makes it a little bit special.
Yeah.
And it's almost like apple blossom.
That's
it's
great.
Really, really nice.
Yeah. And you're actually using a lot of new flowers at the moment.
Actually, yes. Also the Lysianthus I'm using. Oops.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh. You do a magic trick now.
Yeah. I mean, it just disappeared. Didn't have to do anything, but it just disappeared.
Yeah. Juan from Naranjo is already asking which chrysanthemums are you using. I will show. It's a new variety from Deliflor. It's called Evidence. It's really nice bloom with a lot of petals on it. It's a great one. Willie Amelini is saying hello to you, Mark.
Okay. Hi there.
So Willie actually is going to be in Flower Circus Talks on Monday. So really looking forward to that as well, to talk about flowers and scents.
Very nice. I make sure that you're watching this live show also on Monday. Hi, Willie.
So what are you adding now
So,
at the moment?
I'm finishing this off also to make it more interesting with some berras. I mean, it's always elegant. I can do it like this, but I think that's a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I'm just making bows out of it.
It's giving it your own twist, actually.
Yeah. And I understand that this is like a really lot of flowers and it's a big container. But try to translate it that you can use some single flowers or just a couple of flowers as well. But it's about the idea that
Yeah.
you can see that it has more texture. The Bouvardia will stick out a little bit more than the Lysianthus. With the dark pink, you will see it in the depth. And then the white from the Bouvardia is popping out.
Okay, it looks really great. You need to play a little bit with the levels of the flowers. You need to give them the space to shine. Martin Groen is asking, where's your red nose and your colorful wig? It's only for the real shows, Martin. You need to make it a little bit different when you're online. You got a hello from Michigan, Mark, from Jay and Kelly, Jay Swanky.
Oh, good that you're watching, Jay.
Maria saying, nice to see you guys, and the flowers are looking fresh. So as you both. Yeah, I know that my camera is not really good. That's why I'm looking fresh. Thank you, Maria.
And I'm just tying it off with some rope.
Yeah. Why are you using rope, by the way?
It's more environmentally friendly than rubber bands.
Yeah.
So, and I think that if I start using it, this bouquet will also have more the feel of craftsmanship. I mean, if it's really tied up with a rope, then I think it's more made by hand.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to get the right size. I'm just cutting off the stems.
And actually, the vase Mark is using, you can also use an old vase for this. So if you have a vase that doesn't sell, just decorate it with the banana leaves, and you can sell it. I mean, that's the way to go.
Even a little bit more.
Are there any questions from Mark about the bouquet or about where did he go to the hairdresser? Because I don't know, the hairdressers were closed all the time, and you still look sharp, Mark. It looks great.
And actually, this is a really good trick. I hope it works. But if you tie a bouquet like this, and it's well done, it should stand up by itself. So let's see if it works.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great. Thumbs up.
And now it sits on the vase, and I think this has a really nice color altogether.
Can you show it in the other camera?
It has a feminine touch. So, first design for today.
Okay, great. Actually, we're gonna, or
Let me just clean up the table.
Mark is going to show you different kinds of designs. It's just to give you as many ideas as possible. So we'll have to do as many as possible bouquets within an hour. Martin is saying,
I'm going to try my best, of course.
yeah. Martin is saying you need to do something with your hair because you're gray.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, it's Martin. It's not my words. I'm not the man to tell something about your hair.
Oh, okay.
Helen really liked the bouquet. She said it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you, Helen.
Okay, perfect. So you're enjoying the show already?
Let's hope. I didn't see any booze yet, so that's good.
Good to go.
Yeah, otherwise we need to get Rose into the screen and she has to finish it. So the pressure is on you.
Yeah, but she doesn't have like a really nice flower circus jacket, so I'm sorry, Rose. So up to the next one. You see that the last bouquet was really with really feminine soft tones. The beautiful Bouvardia, that's also really a feminine flower, in my opinion. And with this one, I want to show you a little bit more a designy point of view. I also have some peacock feathers, again, some beautiful roses, but also color-wise, it will come close to each other, but still with the orange rose. I think it will make it a little bit different look. And I got like a really nice new variety of anthuriums. So let me just put my flowers on the table.
You got a lot of flowers for this one.
Yeah, I have to see if it works out with all the flowers I have. I just prepared a little bit, and I just have to see if I need all the flowers.
Hi Cindy, thank you also for watching. Hello from Cindy, Mark.
Hi Cindy. So again, a really nice green anthurium.
Yeah. It's also a new one, actually. I think we're almost working with only new flowers at the moment.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think most of you florists know
out a little bit.
know Midori. This is actually a new one. It's called Grand Slam. Like with the tennis. It's a new variety from the breeder Antura. It's already available on the market, I think, for almost a year now. So it's a great variety. Actually, if you want to know more about Anthurium, you better watch on Tuesday, because then Stefan de Hoog from Antura is going to tell you all about Anthurium, how long it takes to breed an Anthurium, to grow an Anthurium. Because I can tell you, only the breeding process takes over 8 to 9 years.
And the Anthurium, originally where it comes from, that's South America and actually in the region of Colombia.
Okay. I think we can stop, Mark.
Okay, why?
Lucas is saying, hi John, Mark, here's your formal teacher from Holland. I'm proud of you both, so we can stop. I mean, we reached it all.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Lucas.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Recently, I've been working also with Lucas, and it was really fun to catch up after so many years, and also to get together and share stories again. Did you remember that person, and that you had that arrangement done? And it was so funny to really catch up after so many years.
Yeah.
So hi Lucas, nice that you're watching too.
Jeroen Steenberg is asking, John Koopman, is that your wig in the background? You better be careful what you're asking, Jeroen, because soon he will start to wear it.
Oh yes, I know John a little bit better as well now. Yeah, funny guy, really funny guy.
Yeah. Actually, when we started out Flower Circus, we started with Mark and Ruud, and then we had Martin coming in, and now we have 7 different designers. But I couldn't travel all the time, of course. That's why John luckily stepped in as well as a ringmaster, or ringmaster / clown. There's the red nose. No, John is mostly doing Western Europe, England. So people who've been to a show in England probably have seen John over there. And And that hopefully was a balloon that John let go.
He's making funny faces all the time, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to focus, but it's really hard.
Actually,
So,
all the
I
green
found this ceramic container. It's beautiful, a little bit lush gold. John, stop it. I have to be serious now. And of course, I use some flower foam.
Yeah.
I soaked it in water, and then I put it into the base. From the Adamex company, I had some beautiful green products, and one of this is this type of material. Actually, I have to say sorry, but I don't really know the name. But it looks like bamboo sticks.
And it's not the bamboo.
So the next time,
It's snake grass, Mark.
snake grass.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
And the Latin name is equisetum.
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 You see, every day I learn something extra.
Yeah. The greens actually are from Adamex, who's helping us out with the greens. Thank you very much for that, Adamex. Why are you stapling the leaves, Mark? Because that's something interesting that I see going on at the moment.
Yeah, because I'm altering the shape. I'm making a new design, still using the greens, but to have something interesting in the piece, in the arrangement itself.
Yeah.
And staples, of course, you can tie it also with rope. That's no problem, because then it will be a little bit more round shaped. But I think this is more interesting because I can cover the base, the foam, so you won't see that anymore.
Okay.
And actually, I always have a stapler with me because you can do so many things with it.
Yeah. I mean, the greens, you can do so many things with it just with a stapler. We've been at shows in Slovenia. I think we did 30 different shapes of aspidistra just by the use
That was a funny thing, eh?
of a stapler. Yeah.
That was a really funny thing.
Yeah. Cindy is saying very entertaining and informative. Thank you for sharing this with us today. Thank you for watching, Cindy, and we think, especially now, it's the way to go. But we will continue this as well when we can start flying again. So actually, the next show will be on the first Friday in June, and then we have a different designer. Then we have Michael van Namen doing this.
Okay, perfect.
The nice thing of all the different designers is that they all have their own style. They all have their own story. So that's why it's very interesting to watch that one as well, and to see and look from Michael's opinion on flowers and how to use them.
So I'm starting off with the Lysianthus.
Yeah.
This is also a really beautiful flower, of course.
Yeah.
It's long lasting.
And some really nice ones. I mean, it's from Van der Lucht, company Van der Lucht. They just built a new greenhouse. Really environmental friendly. It's unbelievable. Everything is reused. So it's a great way of growing flowers. It's a new way of growing flowers. They even call it that way. And they're planting a lot of new varieties at the moment, or they have a lot of new varieties. And there's a big award in Holland. It's called the tulip, and it's awarded every year. And 3 of their varieties have been entered into the competition. One of them is Bridal Kiss. It's a great white one with a pink edge on it. There's a huge amount of flowers. The second one is Chroma Champagne. Great color as well. Yeah, that's the Bridal Kiss Mark is showing. I'm already showing the Chroma Champagne. I'm used that Mark is always a little bit slower than me, so probably he's now getting the Chroma Champagne. I will just wait for you. Okay. And the next one is Cotton Candy, Mark, so you can already get it, and I will wait a little bit with the picture.
I hope I take the right one.
Cotton candy. Yeah, it's really nice light pink. It's fantastic for a lot of bridal work, and I think people in England will love the color pink as well. Trein is saying hello. Hey Mark, leuk hoor. So Treini, how are you doing? I hope you're running around already again. Marie is asking, can you tell please what flowers and types of arrangement will be popular this season for weddings? That's a difficult one, Maria, because let's hope that there will be some weddings. But Mark, can you tell us a little bit more about it? What do you think?
I think with the current situation, if there are going to be held weddings, I think it will be a little bit more colorful. People want to celebrate, and vibrant, a little bit more colorful bouquets will be a big trend.
Okay.
Well, as you say, if there is going to be married anyway,
yeah,
if it's still going to work out.
Yeah, and hopefully,
and really like type of bouquet, not so compact, but a little bit more lush and more natural.
Yeah, that's actually something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's something that we heard as well during all the flower circus talks. People are going back to nature again, enjoying nature more and more again. So this will also affect the style of the bouquets. It will be more natural. That's something we see going on. A lot of people are growing vegetables at home again, or try to grow vegetables at home, trying to make their own arrangements. So that's a really nice trend, I think.
Still, of course, really a romantic bouquet. That's one thing, because it's the most romantic day for one's life.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be more colorful.
You're really playing with lines now. I can see with the equisetum is going left and right, but also all the flowers.
So yeah, that's a little bit of the design. You know, all the materials I have, they are really good for crisscrossing lines.
Yeah.
It's a little bit overdone, but you know, it can be really good on a reception desk.
Yeah.
You know, as a really outstanding arrangement. And as you can see, I'm removing actually all the leaves also.
Yeah.
Because you still have that see-through.
You're using quite some nice roses, I see. That's the salmon orange one. That's the prima donna.
This one. I think this is a really warm color, and this one actually can really work for wedding work as well.
It's from the company. It's called Arend Roses, and they've got a lot of. They've got 8 different varieties. They got a lot of nice colors, because you're also using a really light pink one, if I'm correct.
Yeah, this is a really nice pink one.
Yeah,
and I think it matches really with all the other colors of the flowers.
Yeah, it really does.
Don't forget to water the foam, of course, later on.
Yeah. Willie.
Finally, I'm going to add the Anturian.
Willie is asking, what would this arrangement sell for at retail? Yeah, depends a little bit on where you are, Willie, and it depends on how many flowers Mark keeps on adding as well.
I'm almost done with it. You know,
So,
it's also about the design point of view. So I hope that this will be translated in a little bit smaller arrangement, of course, but that comes where you are as a designer, that you have to, you know, I only can supply you with some ideas I have, some crazy wild ideas, some normal ideas, but try to translate it for yourself into manageable work.
Yeah. It's also sometimes what we call a wow bouquet or a wow arrangement. Make a big arrangement, put it in the center of your shop. So when people come in, they see the arrangement, they directly say, wow, I want something like this. And if you make some smaller ones with the same flowers in it, so the same feel of the bouquet or the arrangement, but on a nicer price level, people will still want to buy the big thing, but they've got money for the smaller one, and they take the smaller ones. And there's always somebody so in love, or maybe even in a fight with his wife or girlfriend, they will buy the big one.
So I'm just adding the peacock leaves.
Lucas Janssen is asking, is it okay to use Bouvardia
I'm
in the
almost
foam?
covering myself, but
Lucas is saying, is it okay to use Bouvardia in the foam? Sometimes they quickly hanging. Do you got a good tip for it? If you use the water for the foam, just use flower food as well.
yes,
So you get the flower food in the foam. That's something we forgot to tell, but luckily our old teacher is there to remind us. Danny Bishop is saying that my hair is quite okay. Thank you very much. I know, shiny as always. Jeroen is saying, hey Mark, leuk.
Hey there.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And the grower actually, Mark, is also adding a comment to it. We from Kriwijk advise to make a little hole in the foam with a small stick before you put the Bouvardia in it. That's
Okay,
also
that's
a
good tip.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's good that the grower is watching as well, so we get some help there as well.
Actually, when I put the flowers on water, I use some lukewarm water for the Bouvardia. So at least that's what they've told me. That was really good for the Bouvardia.
Yeah.
So this is the end result of the arrangement I made. You know, it's a little bit crazy, it's a little bit wild, but still color-wise, it can really be different because the orange and the pink together, and then with the green anthuriums. It's a little bit tough. I have to get used to it. That it's a little bit one-sided, and that you are there with the camera. But I think if I can look at it now, then it looks like the way I thought it would be.
Yeah. So you're happy?
There you go.
Okay, I'm happy as well, Mark. So big thumbs up for you. Bill Schaffer is saying hello from Philadelphia.
Hi there. Good that you're watching.
And we've got people from all over the world watching. Thank you for watching, Bill. It's
a little bit.
The thing with doing these shows online, what we notice now is that Mark is showing you what he's doing, but he cannot turn the bouquet all the time, because then you will not see what's happening. And then we got some flowers from the lovely assistant Rose. So thank you very much, Rose.
You're welcome. So the next bouquet, I already prepared like a frame.
Yeah.
And the first two bouquets were really similar color-wise, and this one is a little bit different.
This is going to be bright.
Because of my inspiration, because of the chrysanthemum I have. I always challenge myself to see what I can do, looking at one flower, color-wise, to check if it's working out with the other flowers I have. So this chrysanthemum, it's a really nice one. It's like burgundy reddish with a yellow edge.
Yeah.
And also another anthurium.
It's Olivia's. It's also a new one, actually.
And look at these gorgeous purple Lysianthus. with a fringed edge. I think it's really spectacular.
Yeah, they are great. I mean, those big flowers
You can
make it
see
really
that
special.
there's a lot of different varieties of Bouvardia.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is like a purple mauve one, so I think it's really interesting in the color combination.
I think there are many Bouvardias. It's from white to pink to dark pink to red, and they also have a green one. So they've got quite a lot of different varieties at Griewijk, and it's also they grow it in a special way. It's really worthwhile checking their website as well. I will show it on the screen. Oh, wait, I need to spell it right, otherwise we have a problem. There it is, Griewijk.nl. Just check for all the varieties of the Bouvardia.
So the name Bouvardia, where does it come from?
It's from a French
15th or 16th century. There was this guy called Mr. Bouvard, and he discovered it like a plant in the middle of America. And actually, he worked as one of the supervisors in one of the gardens in Paris. So
Yeah.
we took it over there, and I think it was that he was also the physician of Louis VIII.
Louis the 13th, actually. I looked it up today.
13th?
Yeah, it was his
Okay.
great grandson.
But yeah. So made a frame out of metal wire. This purple, because I think it will really work with the roses. It really sticks out. Also works really well with the chrysanthemums.
Yeah.
And of course with the purple lisianthus. Heart shaped. I can do it round, but I can also do it in a heart shape because I want to show you with this one my love of flowers. And it took me around 10 minutes to make this frame because it's really workable.
Yeah.
It's really easy to work with metal wire.
And like Mark said, you can make every shape.
Every shape.
Yeah.
It can be square if you need it to be square. It can be round if you need it to be round, but I think a heart shape for the first time, it's a really nice thing to do.
Yeah. Christina saying hello. This is Christina from Southern Illinois. Thank you for sharing. Lovely. That's why we have the heart.
There you go.
Bill is saying love blending traditional chrysanthemums and roses with higher end flowers like anthurium. And that's something that some florists don't want to do. They say, okay, chrysanthemums we cannot use with higher end flowers, but why? I mean, if people love the flowers, if people...
Yeah, but still, if you make the design high end and you pick the right anthurium for it, I think it still can work really well.
Yeah.
The next arrangement that I will show you is like a really good example of this. The chrysanthemum, the evidence chrysanthemum, the white ones.
Yeah.
It's this one over here, we already discussed. I will show you that with the right materials in the right setting, it still can look really spectacular.
Yeah. Actually, the chrysanthemum you're using now is also a new one from Deliflor. It's called Alamos Yellow. It's it's a great one. Alamos is normally a pink one, dark pink one with a white edge, and now this is a red one with a yellow edge. It's a really nice one, and it's good to have it in the assortment as well. And the color really stands out.
Adding some roses and the last Bouvardia. Let me check where it needs to be. And you see how it works out because the metal frame really embraces all the flowers you're adding.
Yeah. And make sure you're not covering up the frame. I mean, you spent time on it. So please don't cover it. I mean, it's part of the arrangement.
Definitely. It needs to be shown.
Yeah.
A little bit of adjusting the flowers, look if everything has the right space. And then as last, to give it like a really focus point, I'm just adding some fascia leaves.
Yeah, great. It really makes the bouquet 2 times bigger. With how many leaves? How many leaves do you use now just to make it 2 times
At
bigger?
the moment, 5, 6 leaves. And look how big it is already.
Yeah, it really finishes it up really great. Hi Cookie, thank you for watching as well. Laura is also in love with the varieties of Delhi Floor, it looks like. Actually, we had Laura yesterday in the live streams. She told about the PMA and about Mother's Day in the USA. It's really worthwhile looking at it, that Flower Circus Talks. A lot of information, a lot of new ideas there as well. So it was really great.
So I'm tying it off again with rope. And there you go.
Great. Again, thumbs up for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let's quickly go to the next one. I mean, let's
Yes.
see if you can do something really quick.
Okay, so the next one. Let me just get this out of the way. Always start up with a clean, fresh table. Never leave any dirt on the table.
Laurent is asking, when do physical shows will be happening again? Laurent, we hope as soon as possible and as soon as it's safe to travel. Let's hope it's soon. For now, we're doing this. We will continue this. I already told in the beginning, the next show we do online will be the 7th. I think it's the 7th of June, a Friday. So yeah, once it's safe to travel again for everybody, for us, for the magicians, and of course for the people watching, yeah, we jump in the plane or in the car and we will do our physical shows again. Katrina
So,
from
up for the
Macedonia.
next one.
Yeah, Katrina from Macedonia. Hi, thank you for watching.
So again, I'm going to show you just some simple ideas, but still that I will make an elaborate arrangement. Evidence, again, the new variety chrysanthemum, and also this really specialty chrysanthemum.
And I will
What
show
I
it as
love
well.
about this one is that it has this dark, almost black center. This is a chrysanthemum. I can understand, but it's what you do with it, with the containers you have. And you will see that even if it's a chrysanthemum in the right setting, it still will look fabulous.
Yeah, it's a great one.
I already prepared like a couple of different vases. You know, just plain white vases, different shapes, and I have multiple of them. And what I want to do is to show you, I have also this really nice plate to put all the vases on. Actually, I start with the base that is already really nice. And it will incorporate with the flowers into a total great look.
Yeah, it looks great. Well, Sheffer is saying yin yang. That's the name we use. That's correct, Bill. It's yin yang. The nice thing of this variety, the contrast, of course, between the white and the black center, but it's also available in cream with a black center and a pink with a black center. So there are more colors available, so that you can make beautiful arrangements with them.
I showed you in the first bouquet that a little bit high and low. The last bouquet I have already prepared will be like really high and low, but this one is just medium, like just a little bit of difference elevation in it. What I'm using is like three different flowers into a small bundle.
Yeah.
And I'm using some bear graphs to give it that touch, and like a little piece of eucalyptus. And there's a petal not so nice, so I'm taking it out carefully. And then, you know, these bouquets for in a store, I mean, if you have multiple, that's what happens with transportation. Sometimes the flower will break, or it's not as nice anymore. Just clean it off and use it in small bouquets.
It's a great.
We have to use all the flowers.
Yeah, that's for sure.
See if we can sell it.
The rose Mark is using, I think everybody knows the rose. It's Avalanche from Arend Roses. What you sometimes see, and I think that's a great story also to tell to your customers. Sometimes you see a small red edge on the petals. I think if you're a florist, you must have seen this. And this is actually because of the love of flowers. There is a beautiful girl working at Arend Roses, and she cannot resist sometimes to give the rose a little bit of a kiss. And that's why you sometimes see the red edge on the roses.
That's not true, John. You have never seen her do that. I mean, come on.
I dreamt about it. More than once.
No, that's what I like about nature, and working with all these products. The grower, of course, tries to make all the products equal, but I like when it's sometimes a little bit off color or off centered, or I mean, you know, that's pure nature.
Yeah, it really is. Stefan is watching as well from Antura. Hi, John, Mark, and John. The show is looking great. Fun to see. Thank you very much, Stefan. Very interesting how the anthuriums are being used. Looking forward to the Flower Circus talks upcoming Tuesday. So yeah, like I already said, on Tuesday we're going to learn all about anthurium. So that's really worthwhile watching, because we need to know more stories of the flowers. That's what with Flower Circus we do during our shows as well, to tell the stories of the growers, to tell the stories of the flowers, what makes them special, what makes the growers special. I mean, those stories help you sell your flowers. I mean, if you're a florist, you need to stand out of the crowd. You need to, your supermarket is not your competition. You should do something else than a supermarket. You have the opportunity to tell your customers things about flowers. In the supermarket, it's just there. So if you tell more about the flowers that you have and use different flowers, make different arrangements that don't fit in a box. I mean, what Mark is making now at the moment, it doesn't fit in a box. The previous one also didn't fit in a box. So a supermarket will not gonna make this. So that's how you can stand out. Stop trying to stand out with price, because you probably never win.
So the last piece of eucalyptus, and again I will tie it off with a little piece of rope. And I already prepared a couple of bouquets in advance, because, you know, watching me making these little posies, I mean, to fill up the whole arrangement. I'll do it quicker.
Mark, you used to sell those a lot in your flower shop as well, right? The smaller bouquets. There was a special
Yeah.
name for it.
You know, just a couple of flowers with a little bit of an edge of like solar leaves, and I charged, you know, maybe it was like 7 or 8 broken flowers that usually were thrown out.
Yeah.
But now I put them together, and I still could sell them for about €5. I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But you have to make sure that all the, like if you do something like this in a plate, then you have to make sure that it's always filled up, because as you can see, let me just get some extras I already prepared in before.
This is the magic with flower circus. You see a hand coming and then all flowers are appearing. I will just hide myself a little bit, Mark, so then people can see what's going on.
Okay. So, and I'm just, you know, and they're all different. They're all different. A little bit with the same flowers, all in the color white, but then again, you know, it makes it really work. Let me just go this one. Let's see, and I'll add the last one. I mean, like a collection of little bouquets that makes one big arrangement, but your customer can, you know, still get one of these and bring it home. I mean, don't you think this is fabulous?
I think just price it in 2 ways. Price it as a whole arrangement. So if you don't price it like that, you will never sell it. So just do it. Maybe somebody just takes it home like this because it looks fantastic. And maybe some people just take the smaller coffee break bouquets like that. I think it's a great idea. Thank you very much, Mark.
It's easy, it's simple. You can use broken flowers. You can make a mix and match of colors. Use some just regular wine glasses, but take all different kinds. I mean, this is like a little bit more elaborate setup with the gold and actually all the white and the beautiful flowers, of course, but it's also about the idea I want to share with you.
Yeah.
Actually, this is going to stay over here afterwards, because I just like it, and I will put it and place it on my dining table. So up to the next one.
And the nice thing, we have some magic. I can already see you are making it. So and now it's finished like this. So that's looking really great. Actually, we have Laurent asking, stand out with eco-friendly packaging. Yeah, I think it's the right time for that at the moment. If you want to stand out at the moment, everybody is more into nature because everybody had to stay at home, need to do their garden or want to do their garden. So eco-friendly is for, I think, the way to go. You see, the passion of a true florist that can always see how he puts the flowers on the table. You see how carefully Mark puts the flowers on the table.
You have to love flowers, and you have to take care of your flowers, because they can damage really quickly, of course.
Yeah.
I'm always, you know, very careful, cleaning them up and placing them on the table. Make sure that you don't damage them, because at the moment you don't see it, but after half an hour it will turn brown and, you know, it doesn't look nice anymore.
Yeah.
So it's almost the final bouquet. I have just one small little trick I want to show you. It's very simple. I know that Mother's Day has already been here, also in the United States, in Europe. I think in France, Mother's Day is still coming up.
Yeah, that's true.
So how to make a simple gift that you can just run and grab using just one single rose. And again, I'm using a little piece of the wire again.
Yeah,
Well,
the
little
metal
piece.
wire.
It's a big one, and as you can see, it's a little bit taller than the rose itself. I fold it into two, like a pin, and then it's going to be crosswise. I don't know if you can see it.
I've got good eyes. Hopefully the people
Yes.
watching have good eyes as well, and otherwise we make a detailed picture and put it later on
Okay, yeah, let's
Facebook.
do that with a detail. But this is something you can make really easy and simple yourself, and also in advance.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to twist and turn, shape the heart a little bit more.
I mean, this could be a great idea for Valentine's Day or for Mother's Day. You can make the wire already in advance. Take a nice red rose in this. Now we're using the red eagle, which is great to use, by the way, because it almost has no thorns, and it has a great red, bright red color.
Okay. And then, as simple as it can be, you place the red rose in front of the heart, and then you just twist it around the stem.
Carefully, of course.
Very carefully. You don't want to damage or break the rose. Cut off the bottom part. And then it stands out a little bit like this. I just prepared like a little base. And as a finishing touch to make it really special, don't do it every day because that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Only on special occasions, or you can ask your customer if they like it. There is some spray glue involved. Hold it, and then spray it from about 50 centimeters.
Yeah.
A little bit on the rose. Put some glitter around it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Very simple idea, but works like magic.
Yeah.
Just a couple of leaves as a base. Put like a variety of roses in it. I think that works amazingly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a quick, great idea, and you can also sell them by the piece like that. Make it a little bit more extra.
Definitely.
Lucas is asking, can I give a good suggestion to know more about the assortment and care tips of flowers and plants? I think what Lucas wants to tell is that there's a great app. It's called Info Flowers and Plants, where you can see all the varieties, the colors, when they're available, the stories as well. So it's a great app to download it. Actually, we at Flower Circus use it as well. Even some of the flowers, you will see some inspirational movies or videos. It's a great source of knowledge, actually.
Okay, so up for the last bouquet. This is going to be the high and low bouquet, as is now popular in Holland.
Yeah.
All different variety of flowers, all mixed colors together. And what we're going to do is make it really stand out, like really high and low.
Oh, actually, Lucas is saying now I can't show everything, but I will tell it to the people. Especially for today, to know more about flowers, we make a promo for Flower Circus watchers with a special discount price for the web application assortment. I will quickly, Lucas, if you can send it in WhatsApp, I will show it in the screen. It's and hopefully he will do it. Then I will show it.
So it's just like a hand-tied bouquet, but then in the high and low style.
Actually, about the last bouquet, Mark, Ludmila is saying, I always go to concert with one rose and a heart made of wire and beads. Yeah, that's a great idea, but it's also a great way to position yourself as a florist, because people will come to you and say, wow, what a nice rose or what a nice flower. And then you can talk about your passion, and maybe you will meet new customers over there. That's a great way.
Definitely, if you walk around with flowers, what I noticed is that when you have a bundle of flowers in your hand and you want to enter a building where there's a lot of security, it happened to me a couple of times, but with a bundle of flowers, they will just let you in because you're delivering, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
But sometimes it really helps.
Actually, I've got the link to see all the arrangement. It's my.infoflowerplants.info. If you use the promo code Flower Circus, you will get a great discount. I think only this week, so be quick. I can really recommend it. It's available in 8 languages, so that's probably also the language you know or speak. And actually, this bouquet is really nice. It's sold a lot in Holland. It made young people buy flowers again. And there was a big worry of people in Holland, or florists in Holland, that young people didn't buy enough flowers. This bouquet made it popular again. And the nice thing is, what I like about it, you give the flowers the space to shine. It's like when you're on a dance floor and you're all crowded and you cannot dance because it's too crowded, like all the flowers are cropped together, you cannot dance, so you cannot show your moves, you cannot stand out, so you will never find somebody. If you have the room to shine on a dance floor, you can do all your moves, and luckily I'm sitting down, so I will not bother you with my dance moves.
You better not do that, John.
That's only for the normal shows.
I know how you dance. It's no good.
I dance as well as my little me. I just turn around a little bit.
Like me, mini-me.
No,
I can do better.
Where's your mini-me? I can't see him. Let me check. Let me look up closer. Oh, there it is. It looks great. And what we normally during our shows tell is that you need to have your own signature bouquet or your own signature to bouquets. And we at Flower Circus also have our own signature for bouquets. And Mark is going to show that quickly, I think, when he tied up the bouquet.
This is always the bouquet I make at the end of a show. Because this is my way of saying thank you for you as a viewer for watching me, but also a thank you for the growers who supplied me with the flowers, the beautiful flowers I can work with. Bundle them together in a very special way. And last but not least, of course, Flower Circus has to be a little bit different. So to make it extraordinary, let me turn this one. Just a little bit of spray glue again. And then just some
confetti on it.
Confetti on the end. And that's it.
Great. It looks great. I want actually to thank you, Mark, for making those nice bouquets. I want to thank Deliflor, Antura, Arend Roses, Griewijk, Luchtlysiantes and Adomex for their flowers and greens. It was a great pleasure to work with them. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Thank you, everybody, for watching. There's only one thing left to do, and that's something we do every Flower Circus show. We cannot leave without a big bang, and hopefully this works online as well. So on 3, there's going to be a big bang. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Mark. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.